Yeah, hi there. These comments are for TKH, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. So, part of what I want to do right now, especially given the fact that you will be completing 4 different integrated speaking practice tests in this course, I'm going to give you some feedback right now on your pronunciation. So, you have to be able to speak pretty clearly if you want to get a good score on the TOEFL IBT, and more importantly, if you want to succeed at the graduate level of study, you want to make sure you're speaking clearly with your other students, professors, and so on. Okay, so, you do have some areas. There are some specific lessons I'd like you to review in the pronunciation section of my course based on the pretest. Okay? Here we go. Lesson number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 22, 23, and lesson number 24. These are specific lessons that will help you improve problems you're having right now with your vowel and consonant sounds of American English. If you can go through these lessons, it will help you to speak more clearly, and ultimately, you'll do much better on my integrated speaking practice test. I recommend TKH. As you go through my video lessons, read out loud with me as I teach you the information in the videos. I've deliberately put caption on all my pronunciation videos so you can do that. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to listen to your response to the Part B questions.
Your background and your work history. I don't understand this question. Why it's important?
What it means is, what is your background and your work history? So it means tell me about yourself. Right, so what kinds of jobs have you held in the past? What did you do in the past? Things like that. You're just telling me a little bit about yourself.
You improve your speaking and pronunciation abilities of American English. So I speak as American native and to communicate with all people who speak English language around the world.
Okay, so when you're speaking, you're not very specific with the vocabulary that you're using. So the only way, if you want to score high in the speaking section of the TOEFL exam, or if you want to deliver powerful, rich presentations to convince your audience about taking some action, you have to be very, very specific in the kind of language you're using, and you're not showing me that in this particular pretest that you completed. So I got another suggestion for you. I think you need to work on your vocabulary also. That's my opinion there. So in addition to studying the lessons that I just suggested in the pronunciation section of my course, I want you to take a look in the vocabulary. This is my first section. I want you to go through vocabulary lesson number 1. It'll probably take you a couple of weeks or so, but that's going to help build your vocabulary. It'll make you where you can talk about things with more of a full range of expression. Right now you seem to be a little bit limited with your ideas and how you express things in English. So you have to work on that a little bit. Okay, so now let's take a look at your pronunciation and speaking abilities of American English. So I'm going to give you right now a score from 1 to 7, 1 being a high beginner and 7 being a near native speaker of English. I'm going to put you right now at low intermediate, 2.7 out of 7. So to be honest with you, you need a lot of practice with your speaking right now. This is going to be very helpful. Now you can click on the link in the email to learn more about your intelligibility score. Some of the things I recommend you do over the next few weeks, even next few months, is watch TV, particularly news programs, history, documentary, and science programs. Watch these programs on a regular basis. And also take time to read. Reading can also help you with your language use. You have some vocabulary limitations, right? So I think if you're reading newspapers, magazines, and books, that's also going to give you more exposure to a lot of vocabulary of the English language, and eventually you'll be able to expand your own vocabulary by doing these kinds of things. All right, anyway, I'm glad to have you as a student. Thank you for completing the pre-test. Hang in there. All right, and remember, we have 4 integrated speaking practice tests in this class. So we'll be completing one in a week or so, so make sure you start your pronunciation practice immediately so you can start making some of those improvements before you complete your first practice test.